Hey, what's up soldiers? My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and welcome back to another video here today on my channel. Today we're going to be talking about multiplayer and the multiplayer beta for Black Ops 4 that just finished earlier today. Now, I asked on Twitter for you guys to tell me what you loved most about it or the thing you enjoyed the most, and I got a variety of responses. Some people were really specific and some people more broad, so I decided to pick more broad responses just so that I could talk about each one and kind of review overall my thoughts on the beta as well as what you guys say and kind of bounce it back and forth as more of a discussion type video. So I hope you guys do enjoy. If you do, please drop a like and subscribe if you're new. And I'd also want to mention that since I am a zombies channel, don't expect the gameplay to be amazing or anything in the background. I kind of just splice together different things from different game modes and games and all that sort of thing. So I hope you guys do enjoy. Also, if you guys are interested in getting a Zombies Extraordinaire shirt, the links will be down in the description. On screen are some people that purchased the shirts. Big shout out to all those guys for supporting me. I really appreciate it. And yeah, without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright guys, the first comment is from Jack the Bus, who commented 100% the new healing system. So yeah, now they completely changed it, which I think is a really good thing. And now each player gets 150 health, which is a lot different. And you have to actually, use a stim pack to allow your health to get higher up once you get hurt or damaged or anything like that. So it's definitely really unique, and I think that it's really good because it's something that we definitely needed when it comes to Call of Duty, because you can actually see how much damage you damage someone. For example, if you shoot someone right and they have like 5 health left and kill you, you can see that you did 95 damage to that player, or I guess it would be 145 damage to that player. So it allows you to see how much you actually damage them rather than them just killing you and feeling like it's complete BS. You can actually see how much you damage them, which I think is really nice, because a lot of people in older CODs especially just felt like they were completely like BS out of getting a kill or something. So I think that makes it a lot easier to understand. The next comment is from Newbie, who commented, the operator mods makes the guns feel different and more unique. I hope it comes over to Zombies too, as it will make the game different and break the norm. Example, Cordite with belt fed operator mod will nullify any reason to use or buy speed cola, which would be the go-to for most people. So yes, this is something that was super cool, and I literally just found out about it like earlier today, so I was pretty hyped about that. So the operator mods allow the weapon to have a specific ability, and each weapon has a different ability. Now, I'm not sure if we're actually going to be able to switch these up in the full game, but it seems like for each one there was a different ability. So like Newbie mentioned, the belt fed allow you to reload faster, so that would completely get rid of using speed cola. So I think that this would be super cool, and I think that it just adds a whole new dynamic. It would be awesome if it was in Zombies, but I really like this idea, and I think a lot of people really like that idea. So it's really cool that Treyarch is innovating still when it comes to like weapons and things like that. The next comment is from Suns, who commented, call me a nerd, but I thought the way the guns sounded were amazing. They didn't sound like Black Ops 2 guns, but they were unique and badass. So yes, definitely this is one thing that I really like about Treyarch, especially with Black Ops 4, is the sound design is so good. Like, you can pinpoint exactly where people are by knowing exactly what they're standing on. You can hear the different footsteps, and this was very prominent on like the map with snow. You can literally hear people walking on snow. You can hear them being on like a metal cage, like the catwalk. You can hear the thumping of it. And if you use dead silence, obviously that gets rid of it, but there's also something that you can add as gear as well, which allows everything to be louder, which is called acoustic sensor, which is also something really nice. And I really like how they added that in as gear. It just allows you to hear players better, and I really like that. So they're really catering to like sounds, and I think hearing players, especially like with a headset, you can have a huge advantage over someone that's playing through like a TV, for example. And it was really, really important back in the day in like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, knowing where players are and where they're standing and how they're stepping on things was super, super important. So I'm glad that that took a prominence in this game, whereas some other games it just wasn't as important. The next comment is from Grizz, who commented heist mode, no specialists, no supers. So yes, I like heist mode a lot, and the really cool thing about heist mode is it feels like you can be extremely strategic with your team about what you're going to be using. So I really like the whole point system where you start off the game and you literally only have a pistol and you have $500 to spend on maybe a pistol upgrade or a perk. You can't really buy anything that's really, really valuable until the later rounds when you get more money to spend. You can actually buy weapons and things like that. So the really cool thing about heist mode is each game is completely different. You can pick a different weapon, you can try out a different weapon, you can pick a specific weapon because you're playing on a specific map. And I really like this, and I really hope it's implemented into competitive, because I feel like it would be super interesting to see how players pick certain things to help them out in a game. It's just really, really exciting, and I'm so stoked to see how this actually works. So yes, heist mode is awesome. I absolutely love the game mode, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out when we actually get the full multiplayer version of this and we get to play on all the different maps, and they may even add new things to heist to make it better. It's just really, really exciting. The next comment is from Skullbasher, who commented, the specialist selection system. It made it so that you wouldn't have a squad of just ruins, batteries, fire breaks, etc. As unpopular as this opinion is, this allows the player to try new specialists so that they will get used to what specialist does and it feels natural. So yes, I really, really like this. I like how you have to pick like a specific one and you can't have duplicates unless you're playing like team deathmatch, I believe, which you can. But as far as like domination or hard point, things like that, like you can only pick one of them, and I feel like this makes competitive awesome as well because you are only able to pick one specific thing. Now I know in competitive in Black Ops 3 you could only have one character of each specific one, which was interesting, but I feel like this adds like a whole new competitive edge to Black Ops 4. So it's not just for competitive, it's for any like objective game mode, and it just adds a whole new dynamic for playing as a team. Because for example, maybe you want someone who uses fire break for hard point, but you want to use, you know, recon so you can show where the enemies are all the time. Like things like that just add it a whole new dynamic, and you can play more strategically if you're playing as a team, which is always cool to see. The next comment is from Murphy, who commented, it is not Fortnite. Yes, thank goodness, man. I didn't get blown up on Twitter with Fortnite all weekend, which was a blast, to be honest. I know this was kind of a meme comment, but I felt like I needed to add that in. It was nice to see people actually enjoying a different game for once. Next comment was from Lloyd, who commented, the new specialist, I love how it's some old ones returning with some new ones that maybe died between 4 and 3. So if you guys didn't know, Black Ops 4 takes place between Black Ops 2 and 3, not after Black Ops 3, if you guys didn't know that. But yeah, I really like how they have different specialists, and I really like each one's different ability. It's totally different compared to Black Ops 3, and I think it changed for the better, which I didn't even see or think was possible, to be honest. Next is from Brad Plays Zombies, who commented, the fact that the game is boots on the ground but moves at such a fast pace, the pacing is perfect comparatively to more recent shooters. So yes, I think that the movement in Black Ops 4 is so good compared to, like, you know, we had advanced movement, but the game still feels so fast paced because of the time to kill, and the maps aren't that big. I just love everything about it. It feels so smooth, which I thought was going to be the biggest hurdle that they need to overcome, but it seems like a lot of people really like the pacing of the game overall. So I would definitely agree with that comment for sure. The next comment is from Barack, who also commented heist mode. And yes, heist mode, like I already mentioned, is such a good game mode. It's so cool that they're still thinking of these game modes even now. It's crazy. Well, not only do we get that, but we also got Control, which is a completely new game mode as well, which I really liked as well. So it's cool that they're adding in these new things, like new game modes that are, you know, taking things from different games that are really popular. Like heist mode is pretty much the same as Counter-Strike, so it's really cool to see that. And I really love the new additions, because game modes always add a whole new dynamic. Like for example, Drop Zone was super fun to play in Modern Warfare 3 when it came out, and that's just how it is. You know, Hardpoint is really good on Black Ops 2 because it came out then. Like it's really cool, and I really love it. Maybe it came out in Modern Warfare 3. I'm not really sure when Hardpoint came out, but I really love Hardpoint as well. The next comment is from Chase, who commented, I really enjoy how the game is skill based. If you lose the gunfight, it's usually your fault. I also enjoy the tactical tweaks they made, or the minor changes, like the sounds when you change perks, or how your character puts their hand up if they're flashed. Just a masterpiece. So yes, I really like how the game is skill based. This kind of goes hand in hand with the whole like healing system and the whole mechanics that they have for that. It just added like a whole new level of detail, so you know how much damage you're doing, you know how much damage you've taken, you can replenish your health. It's just really cool. And each thing that you use in your loadout, like for equipment or gear, is going to completely change how it's going. You know, like for example, on gear, you could use a stim shot so you can get your health back to 150 really fast, or you could use a like body armor so you have increased protection, but once you lose it, you lose it. So it's really cool to see that, and I definitely agree with that. The next comment is from Mr. SOG, who commented how strategic the gameplay is and encourages smart play. And yes, this piggybacks on the whole heist thing. You know, you want to be really competitive, so maybe for example you want to save your points, so next round you could buy a kill streak like a Hellstorm or something like that, rather than getting a gun or getting perks or something like that. So it makes it very strategic. And this kind of goes in hand with the same thing, where you can only have one of the specialist characters in an objective game mode like Domination or Hardpoint, and that makes it really exciting. The next comment is from Jacob King, who commented the amount of customization in Create a Class. So yeah, there is definitely a lot of customization. Each gun has its own set of attachments, so instead of just having all assault rifles have extended mags, grip, stock, all that stuff, although most of them have it, some of them don't. Some of them have like rapid fire, which you're only used to seeing in like SMGs or snipers. So it's really cool to see how each one is different. And also not only that, but you have the really cool attachments where you can have upgraded versions. Like for example, you can have a long barrel and you can have a long barrel 2, and equip both of them to make it a lot better. So it's really nice to see that, and I love the customization when it comes to each different weapon being completely different. The next comment is from Don't Speak Japanese, who commented, I love how all the specialists are truly unique and can each provide their own strategic benefit to a given match with both their ability and equipment. So yes, each one has their own different thing, which I really like, because some, you know, like a certain specialist might be better in a certain situation as opposed to a different one. So yes, this definitely adds a whole new, you know, dynamic and strategy to the game, which we kind of already mentioned multiple times. And I realized I picked so many comments about like strategy. It's pretty crazy. The next one is, by the way, Matthew, who commented, I have the thought at the back of my mind that soon we'll be able to play zombies on this beautiful thing. So yes, the reason I picked this comment is because when playing the Black Ops 4 multiplayer beta, all I could think of was how smooth this game runs. And also when playing Heist, I was like, this is kind of how Battle Royale is going to be. So it just gets me hyped overall, because if multiplayer is this good, then that means that Blackout's going to be that good, and it also means that Zombies is going to be that good. So it's really exciting for sure. 100% agree. The next comment is from Expert Fusion, and this is the last comment. He said, the fact that every gun is useful in some way. The balance is amazing. I find myself being able to really do good with every gun. So one thing that Treyarch does very, very well is balance everything. Now, as far as like some of the specialists, some stuff is still a little bit unbalanced, and that's to be expected with the beta. But as far as the weapons go, I believe they put it on everyone, like every weapon having an average KD of 1, or it might be 0.9. I'm not exactly sure. So that's across every single person playing the game, and that's how they tune and balance and things like that. So I do agree with this, because I would be able to do fairly well with any weapon, and it works hand in hand with everyone else. Like some weapons people will prefer, and that's just bound to happen, but there's always going to be a fairly good balance. There's not really going to be anything really OP like we saw in the past, where for example like the AK-74U or the FAMAS in Black Ops 1 was really good. In Black Ops 2, you know, you had certain weapons that were better than others, and I feel like that it's really balanced as far as Black Ops 4 goes, especially for a beta. So I would assume in multiplayer it's going to be really balanced as well. So that's always a good thing to see, because it makes it more competitive once again, which is another thing that I've been talking about for the past like 15 minutes about now. So anyways, guys, that is going to be all the comments. I want to know on a scale of 1 to 10 what you guys think of Black Ops 4 down below in the comment section. I'd really like to know. For me, I would give the Black Ops 4 multiplayer beta an 8 out of 10. I really liked it, and I really enjoyed it, and I grinded the hell out of it to get to level 40 so that I could actually get an unlocked token right when it comes out. But to be honest, I'm probably not going to play multiplayer for at least a month, because there's going to be so much zombie stuff to do. But overall, I'm really having a good time with the game, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. My name is GregFPS, the Zombies Extraordinaire, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.